Still alive? How revolting. Why do you keep going?
Truth be told, you don't seem to belong here. But in the grand scheme of things, name's Gatto. Once upon a time, I used to be a rat catcher at the later, fate led me to catching rats here, out. Wait. I'll be.
Greetings to you, strange soul. You carry a light that doesn't belong to the Sagramore's well. I fear, then, that you won't be able to grant me absolution. Only a pure soul can bear the sins of another. My soul was once like that. I thought it would be enough to not just anyone's. I took upon myself, I had no choice. I swore an oath of loyalty. But if I had known the weight of the Queen's misdeeds, sometimes I wonder if this is my punishment. A punishment for consorting with someone so I don't know. I sought meaning in the All-Mother, pondered the truths of the Red Priests. I searched for a merciful God, but then I came here, for Sagramore, soon to be king, and beside him stood the Queen, as radiant. I swore to serve them until the end of time, yet she desired a true kingdom, regardless of the means. Next, there was the descent into the depths where we now find ourselves. This came to pass at the Queen's. So be. I was stupid. Apparently, everything. Scroll. Indeed, I also witnessed powerful acts of magic. But you must forgive me. I cannot. May goodness. May good.
Ah, a new guest in our court. Welcome, stranger, to the humble... Are you here to seek an audience with the king and queen? Many are eager to see them. I'm sure their highnesses will be pleased to see a new... Oh, no need to trouble yourself with me, my lord. Though, if I had performed my duties better, perhaps there wouldn't be so much constant dying. Oh, it's no big deal. Time can't touch us, and it's all thanks to the Queen and her sisters, who decided that would be best for everyone. Well, as long as you don't sin against their majesty, then you might share my fate. Or that of Sir Stygander, who you may have encountered on your way to the castle. Loyalty, of course. Sir Stygander swore to our Queen that he would remain faithfully by her side, and that he would... That was a very unfortunate pledge, as it later turned out. Now our brave and loyal Sir Stygander is atoning for sins that aren't his, but breaking his vows would be a sin in itself. It's a no-win situation. But such is our fate. Well, I wanted to feel the softness of the royal bed. Yeah, no, don't look at me like that. It's not what you think. The Queen's honor is intact, at least where I'm concerned. But I happened to be in the chamber when King Sagramore appeared. He wasn't alone, and his companion wasn't the Queen. It was one of the harpist sisters. But shush. The king didn't notice me, but the Queen caught on to my unease. She tried to force me to confess what I had seen. I think she suspected it involved one of the king's indiscretions. In the end, I was the one who paid for his sin. Oh well, it's the lot. Oh, I'm sure they will. But you might have to wait. And, before you ask, no, there's no way to speed it up. King Sagramore is very particular. Unless you're aiming to become the court jester, there's... Though, now that I think about it, perhaps if... Oh, that would be Miss Claire and... She's the judge. Yes, exactly. That's just how it is for me. Ever since Sagramore's kingdom was established, and with magic, when a spell says, guard at the cost of one's own life, well, it tends to take that phrase quite literally. If I died forever, I wouldn't be able to guard the keys anymore, right? So I come back to life every time someone needs a key from me. That's just how things work around here.
Who goes there? Are you here to see the children? Oh, I lost them all before they even got here. The Queen. She wants nothing to do with me. I've fallen so far from her good graces. But I will make it right. You'll see. I just need the children here. Maybe when she sees them, even as they are, she will love them just... My little flowers, they're all gone. They die and die at the hands of those who should have loved them, or through their... Poor little things. They deserved so much better. After all... No, last enough, so... They are now... Really? You'd do that? I need them close, so I can... If I could keep that one promise I made to my sister, perhaps then I could finally... Let me think. Renaud, the Crown Prince, loved to stand on the balcony, gazing down at the gardens, watching the legacy that will never come to be. Little Noah, covered in blood. His mother would wash him again and again, scrubbing and... Oh, and Hugo, such a sweet child.
He's gone. Young Prince Renaud. The midwife will wring my neck with her bare hands. I can, and the Queen, she'll do worse. She has way. The lash is the kindest punishment. Oh, yes, of course. Straight into the void. He stood there for a long... And then he was gone. He just... Oh, surely you don't mean to... Or, no, wait. Better they don't look upon someone. But I wish you luck. Remember, everything you do is be...
Did the midwife send you? Or was it that coward who's supposed to be keeping me under there? Don't take it personally. You're not. I just wanted you to leave me alone. But as always, any form of service, flawed and feeble, they lack competence. Next time, the firstborn of the king and queen, a proper little princeling, almost grown, though life has never tested me thanks to the comfort I was raised in, which is why I'm full of whims, why I think only of trivialities. I won't bother listing every one of my vices. Mother won't be pleased. Well then, and later I'll try. Above? What above? Here, emptiness turns into more emptiness. Nothing begins. I'll tell you something. This place, all this darkness and silence, of that, they say I take off. Look closely, and you'll see all you... Spare yourself the trouble. You don't have to drag the Queen's little lapdog.
You found the young master. Sure, here, take this. Good that...
She stitched them into her prayers. Yet they should have been kings and queens.
Why did you kill me? I didn't want to. I didn't want to. Mum, she used to call me Little Fish. Once, during a bath, I cried that the water was too hot. So she pushed me for Father. Father is the king, and usually Mama is the most important one. She controls. Then I was here. They are here. All of them. My sweet little petals. But maybe now we can set you free. Fate has made a mockery of us all. Our deepest... Take these poor little creatures. They have no place, but our sister wished for them. And here... My sister's reign must end. It's brought us horror upon horror. She thought she could forge fate with power, but she was wrong. Yet we are the ones who suffer.
You've done what you were asked.
Bors. No, not Bors. Bors in the letter. I write only letters to Bors. Sister has a tablet. Once she had it. Once. There is no love in her. There is much in me for Bors. These all letters. My beloved. Bors. My. Once upon a time, there lived a young maiden named Claire. She had 2 sisters, and together they resided in a resplendent castle within a land untouched by the cruelty of time. In this unchanging realm, there was neither the sorrow of endings nor the joy of beginnings. No sunrises, no sunsets, and no seasons to mark the days. Such was the design of the eldest sister, whose insatiable hunger for control bound the kingdom in eternal stillness. So she endured, her heart steadfast in its belief that love could shatter even the darkest of spells, and that one day, somehow, she and Bors would reunite. It was the height of summer when young Bors first laid eyes on the maiden of his heart, working in the fields, his skin bronzed by the sun. He paused as the sound of hooves drew near. A lone maiden approached, her hair shimmering like spun gold, her cheeks rosy and her waist snugly drawn into a spring green corset. While the other peasants bowed their heads, Bors stared unabashedly. Sensing his gaze, the maiden turned sharply, startling her steed. The horse reared and she tumbled from the saddle, straight into Bors's waiting arms. Their eyes met, and in that instant, the maiden felt herself. For in Sagramor's kingdom, no crime was graver, nor punishment swifter than love. In the days of King Sagramor, there lived Bors, a wandering minstrel whose songs were famed for their beauty and sorrow. Among his melodies was one that bore the weight of his heart, the ballad of a lady named Claire. Claire, a noblewoman of unmatched grace, had been betrayed by her jealous sister, who sold her to a rival lord for power, locked in a distant tower. Her pleas for rescue went unheard. But Bors, who had once sung for her in her father's court and fallen deeply in love, learned of her plight and vowed to save her. He journeyed to the castle where she was held and sang beneath its mist-shrouded walls each night, hoping she might hear him. At last, a faint voice joined his song. Claire, her her spirit unbroken despite her captivity. Determined, Bors devised a daring plan. Each evening he sang in the castle hall, lulling the court into an enchanted trance. When the moment was right, he slipped away to free Claire. Together they fled through shadowed halls, hearts pounding with hope. But as they reached the forest edge, disaster struck. The alarm was raised, and the guards gave chase. Armed only with his lute, Bors faced the guards to protect Claire. In the struggle, he was struck down, his body falling beside his broken lute. Claire was dragged back to the castle, her heart forever bound to the minstrel who had died for her. I was writing something important. Do you know what it was? Yes, Bors. Really? I longed for my own Sagramore. Here, you've read these notes on the stacks of paper. Strange. My sister. I have 2 sisters, one older and another the eldest. She's the caregiver. She nurtures. She helps. She tries. She wanted Sagramore. She wanted the crown. She has everything except love. She has no desire for love. She wants to rule. Love is not necessary. Power is. Fear is. It's at the very top, above all else. To see everything. To hear everything. She does. She holds the power of the men here. She has everything. Enough. She sees all, hears all.
Hello again. Are you ready for your order? Not what happened. Nobody knows. But if as you wish, it will open the doors leading to the throne room. Please, don't forget us. Damned for all eternity.
Brought into the
Change. You have been noticed. I was chosen to extend you an invitation to speak. But first, you must let me show you the mycelium. Do you agree? My role in all of this is insignificant. I am not the one who you will everything during the conversation. Splendid. Your arrival brings me joy. It means this place might have a better future. Welcome. Your arrival has sparked real change in this place. For the first time in but I want you to understand what you will bring about. The curse of this place will be lifted. However, with its disappearance, all the there is, however. You will go to my home, the place that is my core, and you will take a part of me. When the time is right, you will place me within the body of the unfulfilled King Sagramore. I will take control of this place through the bodies of the royal couple. This is the only way it can be done. The king and queen are inextricably linked to the origin, the present, and the potential future of this place. They must have a part in this. My growth will be slow, but eventually I will encompass everyone. The new kingdom will be a common good. I cannot force this decision upon you. I am not able to threaten you, nor do I wish to. But after you complete your task, this place will die with all its inhabitants. That is all. No more, no less. So then, what is your choice? There will be no other opportunity for this conversation. I don't want to strain Sir Stegander's body for too long. Ah, the faithful penitent. We were fortunate to cross paths. He found peace, and was as for me, I... Of course.
your queen so cruelly? Why did you refuse to simply bow? You could have served me for eternity. Wouldn't that have been beautiful?
Gone. Is she? Gone. Oh, how I wish we'd had one more day. A proper once. I dreaded it. And now, all that's left is tomorrow. And all our yesterdays have a way to die. Now it all ends. What we leave behind is a monument to our... There will be no legends told of this place. For it is a tale told by an idiot. Full of sound and fury, signifying nothing. And this, the reason for you may leave, your audience is open.
May
What brings you this way?
I am an outcast, exiled from my home by the Red Death. My struggle continues on the holy island of Avalon. When you hear the word, follow it. Set an example for other outcasts, with your faith and with your testimony. The word is our only chance to rid ourselves of the plague's taint. And if the word commands you to kill your brothers for spreading heresy, do so, for such is his way. If the word commands you to besmirch your father's name, do so and discard your sullied self, for such is your way.
Beor, he's doing badly again. But there's... Whatever you both did, it was a disaster. I told him, don't fuss. You've got to... Let me guess. He latched on to the... No need to answer. I know all... He came at me, and I barely made it out alive. And what for? I know. But it doesn't... I don't know what'll happen to him now. Especially when I'm gone. Never... Beor. He's in a locked room. No.
Oh, my savior. This heart's working one. Souls.
What bring? Hello.
Hello. I envy.
Now, of course, we need to head to the Menhir. If no time to lose, the sooner... Now I need to prepare myself, but I'll be waiting.
Have some spare food, a coin, and...
God, the true...
It worked. I can hardly believe it. I mean, I hoped, of course, that the wisdom of my predecessors and our shared effort wouldn't fail, but you know how it is. Something could have gone wrong. Is everything all right? You don't look too well, have you? Eh?
So, it's done. The Menhir is alive once more. This changes everything. The people of Connacht will stay where they are.
I wouldn't be so sure. The weirdness continues to thicken, and the threat of the Red Death hasn't passed. Besides, I still have my orders, and they clearly state where your Menhir belongs.
I know you have your orders, and I, as a lord, am bound by Camelot's law. But the moment of choice has come, and I stand with my people. I am the Lord of Connacht, not Camelot. I cannot simply command my subjects to abandon their land.
Of all times, you choose now to grow a moral backbone? Spare me. You are a lord, and it is your subjects' duty to do as you command. And if you defy Camelot, well, I don't think I need to tell you how that will end.
But that's where you're wrong, Denholm. There is one thing even Camelot cannot dispute. Not if they wish to avoid a civil war that would break out if they defied their own laws.
What are you talking about? How exactly is Camelot defying its own laws?
I will lead an expedition to find the Holy Grail. Such is my will.
What? So you've really thought this through, haven't you? Well, if that is the will of the Lord of Connacht, then Camelot will have no choice but to acknowledge it. I'll report this to command. They're in for a surprise.
You heard what Denholm said. Camelot won't dare touch the Menhir as long as I lead the expedition for the Holy Grail. Once again, I need your help, and I'm prepared to grant whatever you ask in return. People I can trust, those prepared to share the burden of this quest for the Grail. I can't command anyone to join me. They must come of their own free will. Otherwise, the expedition is doomed to fail before it even begins. You see, here's where it gets interesting. I've turned Camelot's own ancient laws against them. No one can dissuade the Seekers of the Holy Grail from their sacred mission. That means all orders are effectively halted until I return, with my shield or on it. It also ensures the people of Kurnocht have the right to remain on their land until I'm back, which of course means I don't have to return at all. I don't, but perhaps I should. A lord's worth is measured by the respect of his people. It is time I follow in the footsteps of my noble ancestors and do what must be done. If this holy mission can secure peace for my people, then I shall see it through. And if by some miracle we return with the legendary Grail, all the better. My word would become law, and the men here would remain untouched. By Camelot's own laws, I could even lay claim to the crown should I wish it, but I don't. My Kurnocht is enough for me. I would start by looking among the most trusted and eldest members of our community. Our priestess, Niante, possesses unparalleled talent in healing. Then there's Urfa, a skilled blacksmith who was once a formidable warrior. If not for the strength of his muscles, the strength of his mind could prove useful. You might also speak with Maggot. Since the two of you have been through so much together, he may not be thrilled by the idea, but I believe a sense of purpose in what we're about. The people will be safe and retain the right to stay on their land. Each of them must understand that this approach them with kindness. They all have that. Thank you, and whether they agree or not, I will set out for the grave.
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine. Ah, it's... Farewell.
I know. I'm the one. Yvain can tell Yvain. Go.
really. And he sent, you know, turns out the world is besides joining the holy mission. Tell.
Beor's fully recovered. He's doing well, and you've done right by me this whole expedition. And I must tell Yvain.
The less attention, the better.
What news? You've achieved what seemed with Nyante, Magat, and Ifra, we shall strive. You've done me a great favor. Before I depart, know this. You brought change to Connacht and earned my deepest gratitude. Let my repayment be the blessing my lineage received from King Arthur himself. Be the shield that watches over Connacht, as House Terion has done for generations.
I am his oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful. I am the wall between order and ruin.
You can't just allow for things like that to happen. Not ever again. Not when the kingdom is beginning to find its way. You're the king, and that comes with a whole lot more responsibility. You can't let people like Merlin do what they want, even if their intentions are pure. You must see the danger now.
The memory of Seawall is my burden. Harder to bear than I'd like to admit. But I've realized that his story is what happens when power answers to no one.
Then do something so that a tragedy like that never happens again.
Palamedes, you've always spoken your mind, even when I didn't want to hear it. You've stood beside me through the darkest days and fought not for glory, but for Avalon and its people.
I have done only what I believe was right, nothing more.
Yes, and that made me realize that Merlin was wrong. The legacy I leave won't endure through the legend of a single man, whether it's me or anyone else. I decided to give my sword to the Horns of the South, to bind them not to me, but to the people. But Avalon needs more than that. It needs structures, memory, and resistance to corruption. It needs the foundation of something greater than any one of us.
A shield?
Yes. One to guard Avalon, even from itself. You've proven yourself time and again, so my shield is yours, Palamedes. Not just to wield, but to become. Let your bloodline anchor what my reign could not.
And you believe I am worthy of such a responsibility? I will not fail you, my king.
Don't carry this burden for me, Palamedes. You never have. Carry it for Avalon, and may your name be a blessing upon this land for generations to come. Isn't an object. It's the bloodline itself. But I also remember the shield was meant to resist. Not enemies, not blades, but corruption, compromise, cowardice. Palamedes understood that. Nothing I've seen here reminds me of him. Nothing resembles the kingdom we were trying to build. Lord Yvain, a joke of a man. A mere shadow of his ancestor. Not worthy of his title, nor of leading his people. I tried to build something lasting. Something that wouldn't depend on me to survive. I distributed power, tied it to oaths, not blood. Gave regions autonomy, left behind symbols to bind them. But what we've seen so far, that's not a kingdom. That's theater. People playing at being lords and commanders, taking on roles they don't even understand. Well, they still call me the once and future king. Feasts won't save them. But let's move to the Forlorn Swords and find my crown. Let's make me whole. It's the last hope for this wretched kingdom of ruin.
I should stay out of trouble. Ah, you need something.
Are you sure you want to do this? You can still back out. Camelot will
I have never been more certain of anything in my...
Fine. Look who woke up. Our Lord gave a rousing speech to his subjects explaining why he's going... I'll leave you two. I need to start... and before I forget, some shady-looking character was looking for you. Didn't tell me his name, but...
Greetings, friend of our house. What may I do for you today? As soon as the Ansem will assume, I do not know when. I sent come. We may so real all the well. House lady, but farewell. Greeting. Farewell.
Well, well, look at you. Moving along nicely, aren't we? You're piecing him back together faster than I... And since you've proven yourself so capable, maybe it's time. Here, go to this place and see if... No. If you want to know the truth about the man, it's the house of someone I once called my employer, Orin. The same one whose plans got you out of the island asylum. No, not really. There's one last... You'll find it deep in the Forlorn Swords, in the capital city of Dalriata. Meet with Gerfan. He'll either attack you on sight, or explain everything patiently, depending on how he feels about... Oh. How would I know? I'd say going into Dalriata... But don't worry. They've got bigger problems at the moment than you sneaking off with their sacred helmet. Once you're done, meet me at the Charred Conclave. That's where we'll finish this, one way or another.
Watch where you're going. I'll await...
It is a bold. It was wise of Camelot. It's an. I am even if it.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
If I just stay put, everything will be okay.
You're back. But how could I be so but without thank you.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Oh, then he needn't have worried. Denholm... But enough of this. I want you to make your way to the Forlorn Swords. Hi. Well, that's for you to... Yes. Now fly, my...
Hey, you there. Non Rita. Good to see you, stranger. A weird night hit, and I ran out of cobweb. Nothing to worry about. I'm Kedron of the Volca tribe, by the way. Just don't tell me you're a Camelosian spy. I'll fight. We've got one of those all right. They say he gave it to our ancestor. The crown was a warning, not a gift. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. But since you're already here, and I need some time to answer the question you haven't asked yet, yes, there's something in it for you. Like not being killed by my dad. Oh, you could, but you wouldn't get far. I need you to find Gerfan and inform him of He's also the one who can grant you safe passage through our lands. The capital, you can't, used to be the place where all the tribes head for the sword on the horizon. Nah. From long Let me rest a while.
I'm an old Daurita. I couldn't care less anymore. My advice, leave them be. And if you're fool enough